Okay. I was gonna write this as a post, but I figured it was better off as a video. No, I will not. I can understand where your mom would think that I would use, this opportunity of YouTube to manipulate the debate and to use it to my advantage to, basically distort people's view of you and to, basically just bash you and just run you into the ground and everything like that. But no. My friends have nothing to do with this. I've thought of this idea all on my own. I did not consult them about it. I did not tell them about it. I basically went rogue and decided that I would debate you one-on-one. Well, not one-on-one, but the idea I had with the multiple party system, all on my own because I have my own agenda in mind of why I'm doing this. And I may reveal that in time, but as of right now, you just kind of have to take my word on this that, no, I do not have any intention of making you look bad or anything like that. At least not in regards to how your mom seems to think I do. Like, I'm not planning to villainize you per se. You could argue that I'm planning to villainize, other things around you, such as moderators and things like that, but you yourself, I have no intention of doing anything to you. I don't think you understand that. You and the Super Debate Station seem to think that I'm out to get you. No, I'm not out to get you. I don't care about you guys. You guys are just pawns of the moderators. You're not of any concern to me. That's why I was so pissed off that you all were falsely flagging our shit. Because I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the implication of moderators. And unfortunately, you defend moderators, so then that makes things a little worse. And I know you yourself claim that you understand somewhat the plight of moderators, but I really don't think you do. If you think that sometimes moderators can be good people, then you don't understand what being a moderator is about. It's not about the person themselves, it's about the position and what they do. In fact, I'm going to do another video right after this about some underhanded shit that YouTube is doing to get away with having to pay their bills as far as internet goes. In other words, YouTube is basically, I don't want to say embezzling, but they're like an offshore bank account in order to get out of their bills for bandwidth and things like that. Well, I may as well just say it here. You ever wondered why your videos, my videos, everyone's videos circulates the net on weird, obscure websites that you do not personally go to? Nobody goes to them. If I look up Jim Profit Communists right now on Bing or Google, I'm going to come up with all sorts of different websites that link to the YouTube of mine or were embedded into that website, but nobody actually goes to those websites. No one knows those websites. What do they exist for? And for the longest time I asked myself that question. And then I found out what the unfortunate grimdark truth is that this is YouTube's way of getting out of spending lots of money. By doing this, they actually minimize their traffic. Imagine if YouTube just had one website, one YouTube, and all the traffic circulates onto that one YouTube. That costs them in internet traffic, bandwidth, things like that. However, if they embed the YouTube videos into multitudes of websites, then that basically thins out the traffic. And while they're still getting the same amount of views and the same amount of video uploads and the same amount of everything, essentially it kind of spreads that out, and that costs them less money. Makes them have to pay pennies instead of dollars. So therefore, it's like an offshore bank account. It's like tax evasion. They're doing underhanded tactics in order to avoid paying what they would normally have to pay. And that's why it's so fucking stupid when people tell me that, why don't you make your own YouTube site if you don't like the moderator policies? Well, because I do not have the money to do that, for one. And even if I did, I certainly would not have the money or the know-how to get away with what they get away with. If I were to make a YouTube site right now, I would be that one YouTube site. I would not be able to embed my YouTube site onto all these other obscure websites and things, because I don't have those kinds of connections to do that. I don't know the right people. I am not in bed with Google Corporation in order to do those things. So, no, I can't just make my own website. No one can. That's the thing. No one has the power that Google and, to a lesser extent, YouTube has, because we are not in that race. They were way ahead of the game. They were doing this for years. They have years of experience. They have a multitude of big corporations backing them up, and it just gets worse. That's only the tip of the iceberg. That money laundering, that scheming, that planning, that's only the tip of the iceberg to the evil that permeates the internet. And the most important aspect of that evil is moderators. Because how are you going to tell me that you can do all these criminal things to avoid paying your, paying your bills, essentially? How are you going to tell me that you are so sneaky and underhanded that you're going to find loopholes out of paying your electric bill every month, and then tell me where I can and can't post and what I can and can't say? You have no basis to judge me on when you're doing all this underhanded shit. And that's what I'm arguing here. That these people have no morals whatsoever. And they will do whatever it takes to save themselves a buck and to control every facet of people's lives. They are not going to stop. They are only going to get more malevolent, more vicious, and gain more control. And that's why I talk about these things. And you all are just kind of like speed bumps. The Super Debate Station is just kind of like this pitfall. It's like pit stop or something, like a hole in the road that's just slowing me down to what I'm trying to discuss here. And you guys think that I'm out to get you and shit like that, but no. So your mom can calm down. I don't plan to just, ruin your image. I don't plan to get my friends to attack you. They don't even know what I'm thinking in my head. They have no idea of what is going on. This is all new to them too. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to get someone else that hated both of us in on it. That way there's proof that, no, I do not intend to flank you. This is not like some sneak attack operation. There is one person that hates both of us, and his name is Candy Cow 7. I don't know who that is. He just sort of sprung up all of a sudden, and now he's proclaiming that he hates all of us. He hates me, he hates you, he hates Atheist Gamer 100, because all of us are anti-Christian, and blah blah blah. I don't know where he gets that idea. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know his story, but it would be interesting to include him because of that. Let's face it, I think you're blinded, you think I'm crazy, and he's blind and crazy. So that could bring a little comedic antics to this little feud. So I guess that's all I have to say for now. I'll put a link below so where you can read about the thing where YouTube is basically having all these offshore bank account type websites to minimize the cost of their bandwidth. And I guess that's it.